The Ten Hag Trap, Lessons for Amorim and Postecoglou. Erik Ten Hag may have exited the stage, but his influence still casts a long shadow over English football. It's easy to see how Manchester United found themselves in this predicament. Riding high after a thrilling FA Cup victory over Manchester City, they decided to extend Ten Hag's contract. Fast forward just 3 months into the new season, with over £180 million splashed out on summer signings, and Ten Hag was shown the door, leaving United languishing in 14th place with a mere 11 points from 9 matches. The fallout was costly, too. Sporting director Dan Ashworth and several members of Ten Hag's coaching staff also departed, racking up a staggering £14.5 million in severance costs. In total, keeping Ten Hag around ended up costing United a whopping £200 million, effectively derailing their season. No one wants to fall into the Ten Hag trap. Every managerial situation is unique, yet there's a tendency for clubs to swing between idealistic dreamers and pragmatic realists, reminiscent of the age-old debate of the fat pope versus the thin pope. Even by United's recent standards, their decision to stick with Ten Hag was a misstep. Openly courting other candidates only served to undermine confidence in the current manager. However, every club owner and director is acutely aware of the Ten Hag trap and the urgent need to sidestep it. For the foreseeable future, it's going to be tougher for managers like Ange Postecoglou and Ruben Amorim to secure their positions solely through trophy wins. For Amorim, the threat is still hypothetical. Yet, as demonstrated by Sir Ben Ainsley's experience with Ineos's sailing team, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is not one to shy away from making ruthless decisions. He can just as easily dismiss a high-profile figure as he can cut back on a packed lunch or a pensioner discount. The argument against Amorim largely hinges on the notion that his style of play doesn't mesh well with the current squad, making it simpler and cheaper to replace the manager than to overhaul an entire team. However, the thrilling conclusion of Thursday's Europa League quarter-final against Lyon has bolstered Amorim's position. Just like Rory McIlroy's dramatic Masters victory, which showcased the beauty of sport when it intertwines anxiety with brilliance, those final moments at Old Trafford, where Kobbie Mainoo and Harry Maguire stepped up as makeshift forwards and delivered stunning finishes, will be etched in fans' memories for years to come. Such exhilarating experiences can make fans overlook a lot of frustrations, even if they stem from moments of chaos. In this light, Thursday's win could serve as a pivotal moment for Amorim, akin to Liverpool's unforgettable 4-3 comeback against Borussia Dortmund in the 2016 Europa League quarter-finals. While that match didn't lead to immediate success, it solidified Jurgen Klopp's vision for the club. The only caveat is that a similar narrative could be drawn from United's own 4-3 victory over Liverpool in last season's FA Cup quarter-finals, which ultimately led to Amad Diallo's extra-time winner being a mere distraction on the path to the Ten Hag trap. Postecoglou's situation, however, is more precarious. It's entirely possible that Tottenham could clinch the Europa League title, yet he might still depart the club, while United could retain Amorim despite not winning any silverware. Nevertheless, Thursday was a bright spot for Postecoglou, marking Tottenham's most impressive away performance since their 4-0 triumph over Manchester City last November. While it's concerning that their defensive strategy seems to hinge on the extraordinary speed of Mickey van de Ven, the fact remains that they currently have such a player at their disposal. Winning at Deutsche Bank Park is no small feat. Spurs became only the 4th away team to achieve this season out of 21 attempts. Yet, with Tottenham's wage bill being roughly 3 times that of Eintracht Frankfurt, it's clear that while money doesn't guarantee success, it does support the theory that Postecoglou's aggressive style thrives when his team has a financial edge, as seen during his time at Celtic. This advantage will be even more pronounced in the upcoming semi-final against Bodo/Glimt. This doesn't diminish any potential success Tottenham may achieve, but it does provide context. One could argue that injuries, particularly in the back four, have severely impacted the season, undermining confidence, and by the time stability was regained, the league campaign had already lost its significance. However, it's also true that after the initial 10-game surge, there's been little evidence to suggest that Postecoglou has the necessary skills for the Premier League. Tottenham is a club defined by its relentless pursuit of success, yet the only manager to bring them a trophy in the last 26 years, Juan de Ramos, was dismissed just 8 months after winning the 2008 League Cup, a stark example of the Ten Hag trap. As Jose Mourinho often reminds us, Spurs sacked him just 6 days before the League Cup final in 2021. The specter of silverware looms large over Spurs, complicating their relationship with it. It's possible that the best path for a manager seeking longevity at Tottenham is to embrace a very specific type of failure, one that prioritizes Champions League qualification and its financial benefits over the more tangible goal of winning trophies. This brings us back to the dual forces that shape football and the inherent tension between them. While routine victories and stability may satisfy executives, the raw emotions that ignite fans come from unforgettable nights like the one at Old Trafford, where chaos and drama defy careful financial planning. Executives will always lean towards reliability. After all, no successful business is built on the unpredictable antics of players pulling off miraculous feats at the most unexpected moments. Yet, while fans may revel in the thrill of last-minute goals, those moments often mean less to the bottom line than consistent performance. And as everyone remains acutely aware of the need to avoid the Ten Hag trap, the stakes have never been higher.